Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to our GYST Podcast, where we help you get your together.
Just practice.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Wait, could you see it on the video?
I don't think it was necessarily for the video. It's mostly just to sync.
Oh.
Okay, ready, fellas? Okay, moment of silence. In 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another edition of your favorite podcast, the GYST Podcast, also known as Get Your Shit Together. Whoop, whoop. Ready, fellas?
No.
Oh,
Not at all.
okay. Well, while we wait for Kyle.
What is Te amo?
Huh?
What is your name?
That's what I was just getting ready to do.
No!
Okay. I don't know what to do. So, my name is Rohila.
I'm Bardwaj on the mic.
You can never
You
take
guys
me
miss me.
seriously.
You guys miss me.
Kyle Reed. And we have a special guest today who may or may not have some input, but I'm going to invite him to tell you who he is. He's been here a couple of times before.
Okay. I'm Aaron.
Okay, fine. You got me.
All right. So, Ray, fellas, this is going to be a good one. And I forgot the name of the title.
Today's episode is going to be called
Mine.
Mind versus Body, the Ultimate Showdown.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. Hey.
You guys are corny as fuck.
You know what we should have done? Is we should have had two of us present one side and two of us present the other side.
Yeah, but that would have taken planning.
Right? All right. Well, fellas, today, folks, today is all about brain versus body, the ultimate showdown. And there's lots of reasons why this is really important and means a great deal, especially to me. So I have been attending seminars, reading books, CDs, whatnot, the world of personal development, personal growth for over 10 years now. That means every day I'm reading books on how to become the best me that I can be. And there's no way I can capture that in a Snapchat video or like an Instagram post. Well, I'll get to it in a second. So when people look at me, they can't really see that work that I'm doing. There's nothing tangible. It's not like they can be like, "Oh wow, like you look really good. Have you been reading Jack Canfield?" Right?
Tony Robbins?
But
My goodness.
when it comes to working out, you can tell right away. Not only do you feel better, you look better, but other people are noticing a difference. Wow, like you look like you've lost weight. Like what are you doing differently? And I think what this really kind of comes down to a lot is what do successful people think and what do average people think? Because this podcast is all about getting your stuff together, right? Getting your together. And with that, it means that people who are listening to us realize that they want a better life. Like we're helping them with tips and tricks on how they can improve their life. When you have successful people, they don't necessarily talk about going to the gym or the right meal plans or meal prep or caloric intake. But what they're talking about is, like we've got this seminar coming up. Do you guys want to go to it? Or what was the last thing that you did to help you expand your business? When was the last time you went to Mastermind? And there's so many different ways when you're comparing a brain workout to a body workout. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is we're going to talk about some of the results that you feel, how you feel physically, mentally, emotionally, in all aspects of your life when you work on bettering your life skills compared to when you work on improving your health skills.
So like doing the dishes and folding laundry? Life skills like that?
Close.
Like home economic stuff?
I'm
just kidding.
No, home economics can be some of it. Like we did an episode all about your finances a couple weeks ago.
That's true. And I think that would definitely fall on the side of a brain workout, if you will.
Yeah.
Brain improvement. I like this episode. I like the idea of this episode, I think. While you were discussing that, I thought about, that's the biggest thing, is that you don't know what the results look like. Mm-hmm. How do you craft a goal around mental health or mental betterment, if you will? Mental health always sounds, it has a negative connotation.
Yeah.
I will say.
It's not negative.
But it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Yeah, the way it sounds when you're saying a mental health sounds negative.
Yeah, it shouldn't. I think it should be embraced. There was recently an article about a woman who wrote an email to her boss saying that she was taking a sick day for a mental health day. Mm-hmm. I've never even thought of that. Never in my life. Why do you take sick days?
When you're physically not feeling well.
Because you really want to go golfing and you don't have no vacation, right? Or when you're physically not feeling well, because you physically can't get off the toilet.
Right?
Aaron.
Okay.
Kidding.
Like 3 times. I probably spent like an hour and a half.
He's doing work. He's purging. The purge.
Those were his words.
Yeah.
But that's when people call in sick, when you physically can't make it to work, whether it's a flat tire, whether it's diarrhea, whether it's the flu, whether it's a fever, migraine. You don't use a sick day to improve your mental health. Mm-hmm. And we should.
While you guys were talking, the thing that I wrote down was value to me. You brought it up before. Like, does this, and the same thing I believe it was a financial episode.
Yeah.
Does it hold value to me? Mm-hmm. Because if it does, it means something to you. Now, but you asking that question is, does that person see value in them taking the day off for their mental health being worth it?
I don't know that they even think about it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think it crosses anybody's mind, because that's a good point that I never even thought of. I'm not in the right mental state. I should just take a day to kind of relax, just not worry about everything.
You know, I've been so stressed out lately. My mind's been going a million miles a minute. I can't formulate thoughts or ideas. I need to take a day off and go sit in a float chamber. Right? Something like that. Whatever that is. I think that's important. And I think very relevant to this topic as well. Maybe a little bit of a sidebar, but I think definitely one way you can work on your mind. I mean, I'm going to call in sick to go see Jack Canfield in October. Might as well use a sick day.
Right?
Adjusting my mental health.
Yeah.
Sorry, Amr.
There's something that I think is interesting. So over the past over the past like just 2 years, I've been able to increase my net income 70%, which is I think quite extraordinary, you know. But when I tell people that, the reaction of doing something like that, like increasing your net worth, increasing your results, people chop that up to just natural skill and talent. So, I mean, people look and they say, oh, he's just always kind of been that way. He's always kind of been a go-getter. And so this is just natural to him. But if you're in the gym and you're achieving visible results, then all of a sudden it's like, wow, like it's really dedicated. He's like in there day in, day out. You can see the passion that he's got. And it's completely different. I just thought that was kind of interesting, because I think one is more of a short-term goal, one's a long-term goal. But the long-term goal, because you can't see those immediate results and the people can't see the immediate results, it just doesn't make sense to the average person. Like you guys saw when we were getting ready for the seminar, and you came into my living room, saw books everywhere in different papers and pages and stuff like that, of being up till 2, 3 in the morning putting all that stuff together. But people say, oh, it's just because, you know, he's been doing this for so long, it just comes naturally to him. Well, no, if it came naturally, I wouldn't be up till 2, 3 in the morning doing all this stuff. But why is it that when we see someone who is fit or losing weight, we tend to take their dedication and their efforts to a higher degree?
And not only that, but you're like, whoa, what are you doing? Because I want to do that and get the same results. But, you know, with successful people or whatever, people that are spending all of this time that we don't see, you know, we're not like, oh my gosh, what are you doing that I can do? because I want the same results. We
Yeah.
don't really see that.
So I wrote something down, and exactly what you are saying as well is kind of reinforcing that point. So maybe I'm on track here.
Sweet.
As a child, what were you praised for? You were probably praised for pooping in the toilet initially. Good job. You pooped in the toilet.
Got that good.
Yeah.
You were probably
3 times.
praised for eating all your dinner, eating all your vegetables, right? You were probably praised for learning how to ride a bike. You were probably praised for tying your shoes.
Oh.
You were praised for accomplishing tasks. Checking something off.
Huh.
You just asked, what are you doing? That equates to tasks.
Mm-hmm.
When you see somebody working out,
Yep.
going to the gym 3 times a week, 5 times a week, eating chicken breasts in broccoli, and
yeah.
brown rice, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the quintessential bodybuilder meal: hard-boiled eggs, chicken breast, broccoli, and protein shakes, right? These are all accomplishing tasks. So you say the tangible physical results of going to the gym. I'm also equating tasks to tangible items that you can be congratulated for.
Mm-hmm.
You're praised for finishing a book. You're not praised for the content you received out of that book. Right? Oh, good job. You finished that book. You
Yeah,
finished
that's
all
deep.
7 Harry Potter novels? How many are there? 7? 9? 8?
7.
7?
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. I knew how many there were. You finished all 7 Harry Potter novels? Wow, that's awesome. But what did you get out of them? Has anyone ever asked you that? No. Were they good? Would you read them again? Did you go see the movie? Did you like the movie? No. We never discuss the content that we receive from something. Right?
Yeah.
We're always looking for instant results. That's
task.
the thing. Yeah,
The
it's
task.
just like you're saying. A week in running. Okay, cool. I lost 10 pounds.
We can't
You can kind of see it. You pointed out to me, Kyle. Was like, oh, good job, Ami. You lost some weight. You look like you're looking good. That's an instant. In your brain, whatever
Makes
they
you
call it,
feel good.
endorphins,
Mhm.
whatever
Yeah,
you want to call
yeah.
it. It's a good feeling that you get. Versus you going to these seminars, you don't see it day in and day out because there's no instant change. Those things take time.
Yeah.
The muscles that you have on your body are easily changed, but the muscle that you have in your head takes you years to develop. I mean, that's the whole reason when we get older, you get more knowledgeable. You're building that muscle up. You're training that muscle every single day. If you're not training it to keep it down the right path of, I'm not going to be killing someone on the road, it becomes natural.
You got road rage there, huh?
I do. I have pretty bad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah?
I saw
Yeah.
them damn fight videos on
I wanna see
YouTube.
it.
I know, man. Get your adrenaline pumping. That's why I keep my hair short.
So you can't get your hair pulled. You should not be fighting
Is
no
that why-
girls anyway. That's why Rohit shaves it.
That's why Roy's
That-
completely bald.
Yes.
So,
Check out these pits. No hair. You know why? Keeps me aerodynamic when I fight.
or the spinner and
Oh, gosh.
so Kyle, I thought of something.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Nice thought.
In life, everything is measured by results, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, working out, going to the gym, short-term results you're going to see right away. But working out your mind, reading books, seminars, all that kind of stuff, long-term, you're not going to see the results right away. But I think there's something else that's different. If I go to the gym consistently for a month, you can see visible results. Therefore, people are going to ask, how did you get those results? Because they could see that within a month, these are the results that I accomplished. Now, I think why, and remind me that we should talk about, like, as adults, what exactly is working out your brain, because we don't know. So when it comes to working out your brain and attending different seminars and reading books and stuff, it's not like Harry Potter, where you read it and you're kind of spoon-fed the story. There's not a lot of going back and reflecting and being like, oh, like this is what really happened. But with these books, you have to do that. I can't just read Success Principles by Jack Canfield and now all of a sudden my life's better. Every single lesson in his book, I need to see how it applies to my life. It's not just a generic formula. I have to work doubly hard now. Mm-hmm. And I think that has a lot to do with it too.
Yeah, it's not like going to the gym lifting the dumbbell just like Kyle or Aaron did. It's how can I do it for me? I might not have to do 50 pounds like Kyle or 40 pounds like Aaron. I might have to do 10 pounds because it's not made for me. If it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's that whole working out concept of just working out your brain overall. Like I was saying, it takes a lifetime for you to understand and develop that process.
As an individual, yes. I'm thinking broad scope when I mention that. We are conditioned to identify with completing something, not with what you get out of it. Mm-hmm. So a goal for you wouldn't be, I want to read this Jack Canfield book and truly understand how it applies to my life and how I can use these principles to better myself. That's what you do because you understand. But another person that wants to better themselves would say, I want to read 10 books this year.
Yeah.
They are so focused on completion of a task, they don't get the content and the message. So that's what I'm kind of thinking, that we are so conditioned with looking at the end result. Now, again, what is the end result? You just said that someone goes to the gym and in 10 weeks you see that you've lost weight. People are like, oh, wow, how did you do that? I see that you're doing that. What is the result if you read a book, if you improve your mind? How do you know? How do you measure those results?
Yeah.
And how do you prevent from being discouraged if you don't know what your results are and how to measure those results?
Those are phenomenal points.
Especially for the average person.
Yeah.
Right?
I wouldn't say you're that average.
I'm almost there. I'm getting there.
Yeah, what it reminded me of, and I thought about this. Think about just our innate behavior, just as creatures of this earth. It's warriors versus scientists. Society will place warriors ahead of scientists.
I like that.
And in thinking about this, I think that's what we're talking about right now.
Mm-hmm.
Walking Dead. What's his name? With the flat top? He lied about being a scientist.
Abraham.
Abraham.
No,
it's
it wasn't Abraham.
No, not Abraham.
Abraham was redhead.
It wasn't. That's what happened.
I have
Carl! I don't remember his name. Anyway, but same concept, right? You had warriors and you had scientists. That's all you had left. Oh, let's not go off on this. I'm sorry, guys. Forget I said it. So, with that being said, okay, so we got some good back and forth on working out your mind versus work out your body. We think that people work out their body because they can see a result and because that's what people are tied to.
Can I go back to your how you quantify working something out?
Mm-hmm.
It's might not be the answer, but it's kind of the way I see it.
Uh-huh.
I play a lot of brain games.
Okay.
I enjoy it. I really enjoy. Like I'll be on the throne and I will be playing some games.
What throne?
How come you keep getting smoked by me in all the iPhone games?
I'm just playing. That's enhanced. Like, in
no,
that
you were
case,
kicking my ass in that one though. I don't even know what it's called. The Lion game.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah,
Me and
you
dad
kicked
been
my
playing
ass.
that.
I was hyped when I beat you.
But I'm not
once.
talking about like those type of games. I'm talking about click the word, not the color.
Oh, are you 12?
No, but that type of a process, you literally have to logically think about it.
Yeah.
People want to read
brain
it,
a little bit,
but not actually look at the color. And that type of a process is actually training your brain. There's a bunch of applications that are out there.
Eugene.
I knew it was E.
Yeah,
It started with an E. That's
yeah.
Something with an E. I forgot his name. But there's a bunch of applications that are out there that you can play games with that train your brain. There's musical ones. There's a bunch of like math blasters I grew up with.
Yes.
Things like that.
Tetris, Dr. Mario.
But those are again games. They could be used towards actual brain, productivity.
Yeah.
I apply my Tetris skills to life every fucking day. I fit 2 kegs and 2 tubs in the back of my car.
Yeah, but I'm trying to say because you asked how do you quantify it, and that's my way of showing it. That
Okay.
By that type of an application where you're actually doing stuff where it's.
But here's the question:
advancing it.
What are you getting out of it? So you're telling me the task again. We're going back to tasks. You're telling me that you play this brain games. How do you quantify what you get out of those?
I won't know because it's a lifelong journey that I'll experience.
Exactly.
That's where it'll go down to.
So that's fantastic. That's fantastic. But how do we express to others that they are improving? Because you actually enjoy those, which is what keeps you doing them, right? So you enjoy it. It keeps you coming back for more of these games, right? Because it stimulates your mind. You feel good about it. And you understand that it's part of your lifelong journey to keep your mind sharp and keep your mental capacity on full blast. How do we project that to the listeners? Because that's the thing, right? We still haven't quantified a result. And I'm not picking on you because I ain't got the answer. I'm hoping you do.
It kind of struck with me with the attending a personal development seminar as well, right?
Okay.
One of the first things I tell everyone is, I'm not going to tell you anything earth-shattering. So if you're coming in here looking for that, you're not going to get it. Everything is common sense. But it's accelerating that knowledge that would take you years to accumulate. You're getting it in one afternoon. And at the end, why is it like Dallas Burnworth, for example, right?
Oh, yeah.
I talked to him. The seminar that he went to was probably about, 2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
And I was talking to him just maybe about a month ago. And he's like, dude, I'm still processing some of that stuff. Like, it's still like... things will pop up and I start seeing the connections.
Yeah.
The same thing with Amelia. When you guys all went I think that was 3 months ago? 2-3 months ago?
2 months ago now, yeah.
Yeah, and I met with her last week and she was like, yeah, some of that stuff I'm still thinking about because you don't see, because you're not used to that. Mm-hmm. It's a different type of workout. I think it's a lot harder than working out your body. Because with your body, I can tell you, the only thing I'm really testing is your dedication. If you're dedicated to both, and Amit goes the gym route and you go the mental route, I can guarantee the mental route is going to be a lot more difficult than the gym route. Yep. Because Amit, all you have to do is hear all your meals, check, like you said, Kyle. Here are all the workouts you need to do, check. You either did it or you didn't.
Task.
Yeah.
You have to read these books and read these personal development seminars and watch these TED Talks, and then it's not just getting that information. It's seeing how it applies to your life.
Right. The processing.
Yes. Not just that, but then you've got to make those changes. Mm-hmm. When I first watched The Secret, I didn't get it. It didn't make sense to me. And so I immediately watched it again because all the successful people in my life were talking about how powerful this is. And then I watched it 15 days in a row. And every time I got a little bit more out of it, a little bit more, because it changes the way that you're thinking. Like, when you and I watched it the other day,
I did that with Step Brothers.
it was different.
I'm just kidding. Sorry. But that is very true, very valid points, I would say. I dig it. Yeah. So how do we, for the listeners, as we come to wrap up here in just a moment, how do we quantify results from a mind workout versus a body workout? We know what a body workout looks like. We know what you get out of that. But what do you get out of a mind workout? It's tough.
It is tough. Simple disciplines versus simple
I still
judgment.
think that goes back to just wanting immediate results. And if we want immediate results, don't work out your brain.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
So maybe you want a long-term goal.
It's like looking at a piece of paper that you've written on when your nose is touching the paper versus putting it at arm's length away.
That's a good analogy.
Read the whole sentence. Let your practice drive through your life in order to make a result versus writing down one letter and seeing that one letter.
So we know that people who work out their body have dedication.
100%, because it takes it takes definitely ways to get
how do we apply that to working out your mind?
I've got the perfect example of a combination of the two.
All right. Yoga?
Air 90.
Okay.
Learning how to play the piano is not simple. I mean, you've been doing it since you were a kid and you learn these little things.
No, it's still
right?
an asshole of an instrument.
It's a but what I mean, there's a lot. He's putting in extra hours and learning, and it takes so much time. So that's the book part, the success part.
Yeah, that's definitely.
But if he goes to a piano, like a random piano, and just starts playing it, that's the gym. And people are like, "Oh wow, how'd you learn how to do that? What's the quick way that I could do that?" But they don't see the years and years of work behind it.
Reading music, understanding
The theology
the composition
of it.
of the notes and everything. Okay.
Yeah.
I see you.
Yeah, so one is my years of practice and dedication, and then the quick little, the 3 minutes that it takes to play a song is accompanied sometimes by 12 months of preparation. So that's like, you're like, hey, good job. I really enjoyed that. Like, thanks.
People still don't pass the surface, though. They don't understand.
People don't pass the surface. They don't know.
And they just chalk it up to, oh, he's a great piano player.
I mean, yeah, it's the same time anybody shoots that basketball.
Yeah. Oh, he's just good at basketball.
Yeah.
No. Bitch, you wouldn't with me shooting in the gym.
No. Right? So, yeah, I mean.
Good stuff. I think there's one thing, too. If you're stuck in a rut and you don't know where to start with working out your body. Because it makes you feel good.
Those endorphins.
Right? Get the endorphins pumping. But don't forget, after you work out your body, to think about that. Think about how that made you feel and how you can make your mind feel after that. So, with that said, let's get to this 2-minute takeaway, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen. And now it's time for Khalid's 2-minute takeaway.
And the crowd goes,
My first time doing that. That was a little okay.
Really?
All right.
Yeah, we started doing that when you were
prepared
gone for
for
some
that.
reason.
Yeah.
I
like it.
I wasn't prepared.
Right?
You weren't?
I don't know what my part
It was like
in
the
that.
finger.
Yeah.
You're not prepared for that.
oh, that was awesome.
That's just what.
High five. That was fantastic. I'm going to have to leave on
Why
that.
did you have to lick
I mean,
it? Like,
right,
he licked
though?
his finger and everything.
Come on, man. You can't just put it in dry.
Yeah.
So, the 2-minute takeaway, today's episode, the ultimate showdown, brain versus body. It's all about the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Whoa!
Wow.
Versus his brother, the genius?
Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Oh.
No. So it's really all about why people only work out their body. Is it just because that's the only time you can see a result? And people need to see a result to continue on? People become discouraged too fast? Do you become discouraged too fast because you haven't worked out your mind? And you've only attempted to work out your body? So you've gone on these yo-yo diets, you work out for a couple of weeks, then you stop, then you change your diet, then you go from Atkins to keto to whatever new shit is out there now. So we ask ourselves that. What's the difference between working out your mind versus working out your body? Why is one put on a pedestal while the other is almost frowned upon? There's always room to improve your mental health. It's not a bad thing. It should not have a negative connotation. I praise the woman that took a sick day to work on her mental health. I think that is fantastic, and I can't wait to do it myself. I today will challenge all of our listeners to use a sick day to work on your mental health. Take the day off. Turn off your phone. Don't check your emails. How do you feel after 10 minutes? After 20 minutes? Don't start doing laundry. Don't find some mundane task to use your time. Really focus on your mind, what you think, what you feel, and how you can improve that. So with all that being said, you guys have anything else to add?
I say to that, even if that day off is literally just meditating, just relaxing that muscle that is constantly strained,
Yeah.
is a huge thing.
Yeah.
I mean, watch a Netflix show.
Wow. Just one.
Relax.
Decompress.
Just
Yeah.
one. Just
Not a whole marathon.
Yeah.
Because then you're not
You
working
don't
on your
wanna
mind.
waste your whole day.
Yeah, then you're not working on your mind. But that'll
Yeah.
get you, I think, in the right frame of mind to be able to relax and release.
And I think for those people, we kind of talked about before the recording, people know how to go to the gym. They know what steps to follow, or they know someone who can help them with that path. When it comes to this kind of stuff, there's not really a clear path. You don't really know what to do. So I would say if you really want to work out your mind and you're just looking for like something that's fun and entertaining, go to YouTube and just type in TED Talks.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to see a whole slew of lectures by professionals presented in a very professional manner that's very captivating and enjoyable and gets your mind going.
I like
Absolutely.
that. I like that. And while you're at it, I'm going to plug my boy John Eckloff. TED Talks, John Eckloff. It's phenomenal. And they're all very short. Thanks again for listening, everybody. We really appreciate it. The podcast studio is blazing right now. We got like 97-degree weather here in the Pacific Northwest. So realistically, we cannot wait to get the hell out of here. Or I can't. I'm speaking for myself. I hope I'm speaking for y'all too. So, GYST Podcast, get your shit together. GYSTpodcast.com. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. Don't forget, share us with your friends on iTunes. Leave us some feedback. 5-star reviews, damn it.
So intense.
If you don't have an iPhone,
Jeez.
don't even listen to us. Turn the podcast off right now. I'm just kidding. Stitcher.
Like 85% of the population?
Stitcher is not. No.
Yes.
It's not that much.
It's probably higher.
We're going to find out. We're going to leave the results on the website. For those of you who don't have an iPhone, Stitcher. You're making me laugh. Thanks again, y'all. We'll hear you next week.
Take it away, Robin.
It's seriously like 87% or something like that. Of the world is Android users.
Android users?
Yeah.
I don't think it's
Of the
87.
world.
We do kind of need
Probably.
to know.
I know it's a pretty great majority, but I don't think it's 87.
We need to know.
Of the world.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
It really is.
There's still countries that don't even have iPhones. That are just running straight Android.
Oh my gosh.
Ugh.
My bad, dude. Aaron, that that sound, and then he's literally made that perfect finger.
Thanks everyone for tuning in to our GYST podcast. We hope you learned how to get your together.